Woo! All right, everyone, welcome to the Shadow vs. Force All-Star Southeast Asia event. I am today's host, Metalcore. Hope you guys enjoy the action. I'll let you guys know the rules of this event. Basically, it is a Shadow vs. Force event, meaning that you will be seeing players with the Shadow and Force outfits from the Royal Pass. So let's talk about some of the rules in today's event. It's still going to be Battle Royale, so it's not completely... If you see other players fighting other players with the same outfits on, that's okay. It's players on the same side can kill each other. The map is going to be on Vikendi, the brand new map to PUBG Mobile. And there are going to be 3 matches in total. And in terms of the points and the ranking system, it's not based on the amount of kills, but it's based on the play style that you play, because this is Shadow versus Force. Depending on what team you're on, we'll have to see how the play style correlates to the teams we're going to be seeing. There are some big names in here. It's going to be some streamers and some pro players, some players that you might have seen in the Star Challenge. Right now we're spectating Dirty, who is wearing one of the I guess all teams are wearing these outfits, which is really awesome. So they are playing on Vikendi, the brand new map, and you guys will probably see a lot of names that you are familiar with in the communities that you guys are from. There are going to be 16 teams in total, and the regions that are going to be playing in today's event is India, Vietnam, Thailand, Indonesia, and Hong Kong. So I'm not going to be spectating this. This is going to be spectated for me, so I'll be just reacting to the events that are happening here. And we're just going to get hyped together. But let me know in the chat, guys, what region you guys are going to be rooting for, what teams you guys are going to be rooting for. It looks like Team 15 and Team 14 are super close to each other, and the circle is extremely weird at the bottom left side of the zone. Everybody landed more towards the top right side, top left side. So there's only 2 teams right now inside the circle. Ooh, looks like Soul's already taken out Team 1. Looks like it's going to be Soul versus WC right now. We're going to see who takes this win. Both teams shooting each other. Ooh, WC taking out Soul. Looks like Mortal is doing work with that AK. They were able to finish that team off and collect their loot. I'm not sure if that was a full squad wipe or not, but instantly, right at the beginning of the match, we got some action. We got, yeah, Team 14, Team 15, super close to each other right now. The crazy thing is, you might mistake some of your teammates as enemies or enemies as teammates just because everybody's wearing similar outfits. Some players have the Shadow outfits, which are the red outfits, and some players have the black outfits. It looks like Soul is now getting kind of third-partied after that fight there from Team 6. He's got an M16. An amazing gun at medium range and long range. Chucking his smoke over towards Soul. I think one of their teammates is downed over there, so they're trying to help their teammate out here. Yeah, one of their teammates for box is down. Looks like Lewis just took down Mortal. Soul is getting teamed up on right at the beginning of the match. Now they're making the push to try to pick up their teammate. 2 Soul members down while 1 member of this box team is down. Looks like they are going for the finish, because that's something that you want to do. And I think they are picking up Mortal. So it was a one-trade fight right there. Looks like there is some more action going here. ETG versus Team 3. Ooh, some good shots with the Uzi right there. Using it as a long-range weapon, the Uzi, one of the highest rate of fire weapons in the game right now. Looks like his loot isn't the best. He's got a shotgun and an Uzi, but using the Uzi to his advantage and getting some, looks like he's got 2 Uzis, or he might be picking up that UMP. This guy's got double UMP as well. We're gonna have to see what happens here. A lot of these players might not be familiar with Vikendi since it is one of the most brand new maps. So looting and areas are completely different for everybody, and not everybody has their own play style to this map. Looks like we're moving back to Box versus Soul here. It is a 4v3 situation. Ooh, looks like one of the Soul members just took out one of the Box members. Now it's a 3v3 situation. Ooh, that grenade actually hit Viper. So now it's a 2v3 situation. Looks like Soul is pushing back. We're going to see what happens here. Uzi versus M16. Soul, oh, now it's a 1v2 situation. Ronak picking up his teammate Mortal here. Looks like they are trying to pick up their own teammates, and it might end up being a 4v2 situation. Will Soul be able to clutch it out? Ooh. Super. That guy's at 1 HP. Now it is a 1v3 situation. We're going to have to see what Mortal does here. Will Mortal clutch it up? Who knows? This is the beginning of the game. He might not have that much ammo. We'll have to see. And Soul getting pushed on by Box and taking out of the first match. There are going to be 3 matches today, so even though Soul is taken out, they will be able to fight in the next match. So Box was able to lose one of their teammates in the fight here, and Soul took out one of the other teams that they were fighting against in that situation. Slowly we see some teams moving over towards the circle right now. Yeah, we've got some teams moving towards the circle. There are 44 alive. I think there are 16 teams total. A few of the teams have been taken out already. Looks like it might be a 2v4 situation, unless all of Team 3 is not super close to each other. But Team 13 is super close to Team 3 here. They're just looting up. This guy's... Mad Dog's got a UMP. And I think that's an M762. Not a bad setup, or an AK. On this map, you definitely want a long-range setup, but in situations like this, when you are in close-quarter combat, you want these close-quarter guns. So, Big Papa's got an Uzi and a UMP, which is perfect for this situation. And Torpedo's got an AK and a Thompson with some shots in the distance that he just saw. So he might be turning around, trying to figure out where those shots are coming from. And I think Team 13 is now moving up towards Team 3. I think Team 13 actually just got a vehicle because they might want to push towards zone if they're outside of the zone. Having close range weapons in these situations where you're playing in the city areas of these maps, it's perfect. But once you're outside the cities and playing from compound to compound, the long range weapons are the weapons that you want to see being used the most. Team 12 rolling up with the brand new snowmobile on this map. Those backpacks they're rocking are perfect for their outfits. Matching. Also in the chat, let me know which outfits you guys are favoriting in the brand new Royal Pass. The Shadow outfit, which is the red outfit, or the Force outfit, which is the black outfit. And also let me know which teams you are rooting for in this event. But in terms of points and scoring, it's all about the placement you get rather than the amount of kills. So the higher you place, the more points you will be getting. Looks like there is a loot drop coming in here inside the safe zone. We're going to see if anybody's going after these loot drops. A lot of people during these games, these event games, are scared to go through the drops just because they know that in the main game, everybody goes to the drops. That's where everybody's going towards. But when it's a game and there's points on the line and stuff, people are worried about going to these drops. You can see that no one's around the drops. But this drop is near Dino Park, one of my favorite areas of the map. Inside the drop, there's a Groza 762. We got the brown ghillie. There are 2 ghillies on this map. There's the brown ghillie and the snow ghillie. Oh, we do have a team rolling up. Team 2. Looks like they might be... Yeah, looks like they are rolling up, taking the loot with that chicken helmet. One of my favorite helmets in the game. And taking that ghillie suit. We'll have to see, depending on where the zone is, that brown ghillie might not be as useful for this player. Looks like he did go by himself and did not take his team just to be smart with his actions. If he would have gotten wiped there from another team, it would only have been him and not his entire team. Looks like we are spectating Evil now. Everybody is mid-game looting up and slowly pushing towards the zone. Everybody picking up their own vehicles, finalizing their setups. Umami's got a Scar. He's got a lot of meds that will last him for a while. And he's got level 3 armor. He must have randomly picked that up off the ground. They might have 3 cars. This team might have like 3 cars. They might be rolling up on cars in their own thing. Looks like we got some action. ETG just gotten downed by someone. Yeah, I think they might have 4 cars. Yeah, they have 4 cars. Looks like ETG, 2 of their team members are taken out. I think they're trying to quickly loot up. They are rocking that Shadow outfit. He's got a UMP and I think a 416, an M416. Team 12. Pretty far distance from Team 13. And the zone is making its way towards the bottom half of the map. Actually, that brown ghillie that I saw someone pick up earlier, that is a good ghillie for this bottom half of the map specifically. And Scope times 6, picking up a Groza from that drop. Or maybe trading the Groza with his teammate. Because the Groza is one of the best close-range guns in the game. It can destroy squads within an entire mag. Looks like Team 9 might be rolling up on Team 2 right now. Evil versus Scope. We're gonna have to see how this event, or this transcribes for these guys. Ooh, they've got some sick skins here. Ooh, and we got some more close range to medium range action here. Team 14 rolling up into the town that's just on the edge of the zone. But it looks like some of Team 14 and Team 15 are surrounding each other. Ooh, this is going to be some crazy action. The great thing about Vikendi, oh, they know that they're in it. Yeah, they know they're there. It looks like they're chucking mollies. Team 14 might be... Yeah, Team 14 is surrounded by Team 15. We're going to have to see how these guys work it out. Team 15, 3 members on their team. I'm not sure how many... I think there are 4 members on Team 14, so we're going to have to see how this goes for this team. The cool thing about Vikendi is there's a lot of areas where you can jump from roof to roof. Looks like Team 14 is taking the attack, instantly finishing one of those members. So Payne might roll up on Team 15 here and take them out. Team 15 playing it slow, but Payne surrounding Team 15, already taking out one of their teammates. Getting some good hits on Payne critical, but Team 14 just wiped Team 15, like, without even taking that much damage. I think Critical was the only guy who took damage on that. And now they're just going to be soaking in the spoils of loot of the teammates that they just got. And Critical picking up a sniper rifle, which might be good for endgame, depending on where the zone ends up circling in. So far, there's only 1 loot drop. And there's 2 loot drops. I think there might be 2 teams heading towards those loot drops right now. Team 5 and Team 7 slowly making their way to the loot drops, but it hasn't been looted already. Another cool thing about spectating in the brand new update, I mean, they've had this in the update. Ooh, Team 3 rolling up on Team 13. Team 3 full of 2 members. ETG might take out these 2 members. They're crashing here at this compound, trying to get inside. But ETG already lasering their vehicle. We have to see what happens here. Team 3 still alive, taking no damage. ETG flanking around the back. Taking some shots at... Ooh, ETG taken down by Icor. Icor with the M4, one of the best guns in the game. Team 12 just off in the distance. Might be third-partying this fight because they do see the shots in the distance. Now it's a 1v2 situation. Mad Dog backing off from the team of 2. Probably not knowing that it's a team of 2. Probably thinking that it's a team of 3. And they are in the bombing zone. We're going to have to see if anybody is taken out by the bombing zone. It looks like one of Team 3's members was able to finish the kill for Icor there. So now it is a 2v1 situation. Mad Dog versus Team 3 here. You can definitely see some of the players' play styles in terms of jumping from building to building. The way they play, if they're playing slow, if they're playing fast. It's all about that Shadow versus Force. That's the whole event name. Looks like there is a brand new drop. I think that was some technical difficulties there. Looks like we are moving on to Team 11 here. None of the members are taken out, but they definitely got some really good setups. Like I had a 416, the M4, an amazing close, medium, and long-range weapon. And they are definitely keeping that area secure for themselves to get this victory. Looks like the loot drop just dropped. They got another Groza in that drop with the level 3 armor and vest as normal with the backpack as well. Ooh, and the snow ghillie in that one. That might be very useful if the zone ends up shrinking more towards the left side rather than towards the right side near Abbey and Winery, where there's less snow and the snow is melting in these sides of the map. But this is the perfect area where you want to have that brown ghillie because it blends in with the melted area of the map. Now that the zone is shrinking, the teams are going to be getting closer and closer to each other. We are going to be seeing fights more and more often here. So it looks like Evil is getting in a long distance fight versus Team 2 over there. They might be getting third partied. Ooh, it is Scope versus Team 2. Scope versus Evil here. You can barely see the people, but they are taking some shots and getting hits. So this might be a long-range fight. Yeah, it looks like both teams are trading fire with each other right now. Evil Uni here has a sniper rifle, which might be used to his advantage here, but they probably know that there is Team 11 rolling up behind them. The problem here, endgame, is people can get third-partied so easily here. So they are making sure that they're watching all corners of their surroundings and not just the front of them because they know that they could be getting picked off from any side here. Looks like Scope did get a big hit on him, having to heal up there. And I think Scope is getting third party by Team 14, Pain. So there might be two teams fighting Scope right now. We're going to have to see how Scope handles this situation. Yeah, they are getting pinned by two teams here. By Pain. And they are using third person to their advantage. Pain is slowly rolling up. Pain does not have any combat due to advantage. But Scope might try to rotate back towards their teammates. ×3, ×4, ×8, ×6. I love those names. Those are great. Yeah, it looks like Scope 3 is pushing back, trying to also keep an eye on Evil because they are... Well, I think Scope is in a pretty bad situation. They got the cover of the buildings, but they are getting third party by two teams. One team has good cover, which is Evil. And they might be trying to get out of there as fast as possible. They might be getting a vehicle and trying to get out of there ASAP. Ooh, looks like they might be a sniper battle here. Ooh, Pain critical, taking out Scope 8 times with an M24 sniper rifle. You definitely gotta be careful of snipers on this map. But since they are so far away, it allows for them to heal. But looks like ×8 was able to... His helmet was knocked off. He's rocking that really sick-looking golden 416 skin. I think those skins were styled after when Sanok originally came out in this game. And he's got one of the new UMP skins as well. Part of the Royal Pass. The graffiti skins. Looking very clean on his character. We're going to have to see what the teams end up doing here. There is some action here. Pain slowly trying to make their way up to this compound to push Scope. Critical with that sniper rifle and a 4x and a suppressor. They're just trying to slowly make their way. I don't think Pain knows that there is a team just beyond Scope. Scope getting a good hit. I guess Scope got sniped by Pain. But Scope is putting up a fight with the shots firing back, trying to make sure that they are putting an end to their push. But we'll have to see if Pain continues to push. It looks like they are. I'm not sure if Scope is fighting the team behind them or the team in front of them. Well, I guess they are surrounded by both sides. Critical taking some snipes. Now rotating. We're back to Scope. Yeah, Scope's in a bad situation. Ooh, looks like Pain just took out 8 times again. That's the second time he's gotten knocked down from this engagement. And this might be Pain's time to push because they knocked down one of the teammates. Pain is making that push towards Scope because they know that one of their teammates is down. So this is going to be a close quarter combat. Scope, one of the teammates, they are taking shots. Scope trying to squad wipe ×3. Looks like 2 of their teammates have been knocked down by Scope. ×6. Not knowing where he's getting shot from, getting taken out. It is a 2v2 situation. ×8 versus ×4. ×4 getting lasered by Critical. And they're getting third party by Evil. 2 of their members are down. They're smoking their... Like, they got 5 smokes. Critical knows how to play this game. Trying to help his teammates. Now it is a Looks like Scope might be trying to heal their own teammates, so I think Pain is using this advantage to heal their own teammates as well. Making sure, Critical's making sure Hyperkid over here is getting into a safer position. Now that they know that there's another team third partying. And they're just going to have to slowly get their way. I think Scope times 4 and Scope times 8. I think times 4 is slowly crawling his way towards times 8. Times 8 jumping out of the building. Critical wasn't able to do that in time. He was taking out a grenade at the moment. Now Scope is trying to med his teammate in the safest position they can. And now his teammate was able to get up. It looks like his teammate will be able to get up. But it is a 4v2 v4 situation since they are getting third party by Pain, I think the team name is. Or no, sorry, not by Pain. Pain is the team that's fighting Scope right now. 2 times in an AK. Not a bad setup. We're going to have to see what Pain's... See if Pain is going to push Scope or not here. What final teams are you rooting for? Oh, looks like Scope is trying to smoke their way out of here. Pain with the laser sight, lasering him through the smoke. And now it's time for their push. Pain pushing up on times 8. Times 8, will he be able to clutch it for the team? Stands no chance. Hyperkid lasering him with the 416, not even taking any damage. And Pain making a good push, knowing that once they knocked down one of their teammates, one of the Scope teammates, it was a good time to push because it is a 3v4 situation at that point. A lot of pro players like doing that because they know, okay, once I knock someone down, that means they're one less player. So with that one less player, we have one more player than them. So we have the advantage. Because usually you have a full team of good players. You could trust your players. You got to also be careful because, you know, the other team has a full team of good players. So you got to be careful that they could wipe your squad at any moment. You never know what's going to happen in PUBG Mobile because it's all about that RNG in terms of the loot and where the circle goes. But once you get that loot and once you plan your route into the circle, you'll be able to show off your skill in terms of your fighting skill. Wow, Team 3 still alive. Slowly making their way up onto the fight that just happened at this compound. I think they're just trying to make their way into the circle without picking fight because they know that Pain just wiped the squad here. They do have a lot of loots with full level 3 helmet, level 2 armor. iCore does. Also, sorry if I'm mispronouncing anybody's name. I am an English commentator, so I know that some people are from different countries. I'm not familiar with the best ways to say some of these players' names, but I will try my best. And now it's time for Team 3 to make that push into the zone, trying to rotate away from Team 14. We're going to have to see if Team 14 does see Team 3 rotate into the zone. I think actually Team 14 is taking their vehicle closer towards the zone. So we're going to have to see if iCore here is able to get the heal off in time. iCore was not able to get the heal off in time. Let's see if his teammate is able to get the heal, though. Looks like Team 14 and Team 12 are close to each other. Both full squads. They might be able to fight each other. Now the circle is more towards the left side. There are 3 teams in the circle. And we're going to have to see what happens here. We're going to have to see... Ooh, yeah. Team 3 taken out by the play zone. You can see in the kill feed. And now it's Team 6 versus Team 7 here. Box, I think that's the team that took out Soul. But 8-Bit's still alive. I'm pretty sure 8-Bit and Soul are buddies. At least Mortal and 8-Bit's leader. We have to see what happens here. 8-Bit's still alive. Pretty sure both... I think 8-Bit is from India. But they are definitely surrounded, but they're playing the game slow and listening to the sounds and trying to figure out where the teams are getting shot from. Looks like 8-Bit is taking fires at Pain. Hyperkid getting taken out and finished. Oh yeah, looks like it's a Box versus Pain versus 8-Bit. There's a 3-way battle going on here. Now 8-Bit using that M16 with the 4 times single shot. Very, very powerful weapon. Looks like Team 14 is trying to get out of here. Or maybe 8-Bit. They might be smoking to try to get out of this situation. Box lasering one of the team members there. Looks like Evil just took out one of 8-Bit's teams. I think 8-Bit might be trying to get out of here, or Box might be trying to push. 8-Bit taking out Evil as well. It is a three-way battle going on between Pain, 8-Bit, Box. Now Pain rolling up, and Pain squad wiped by Box. And now 8-Bit fighting Pain. Oh, maybe no, 8-Bit's not fighting Pain. I think Pain just got wiped by Box. Ooh, 8-Bit chucking that Molly. Yeah, 8-Bit only has one of their team members down, and they're trying to pick up their team members with the smokes. Looks like Burns just gotten taken out by Evil. Now the circle is closing, and the fights are going to be getting more and more intense. 8-Bit and Box super close to each other. They're just smoking to try to survive. Ooh, Box lasering into 8-Bit, taking out one of the members. And Box getting taken out by someone else. It might have been a third-party fight there. Ted with that 1 HP. That 1 HP clutch healing himself. And trying to save his teammates. Looks like Team 8 now taking out Team 10. Team 10, the last member on the team being taken out. These teams are super close to each other. Never Die going for that finish on Evil. We're gonna have to see if 8-Bit was able to make their way alive out of that, because that guy was on 1 HP. I think it was Ted. Looks like Ted and Avi are both still alive, making their way out of that battle. But they're surrounded and they're trying to smoke their way out of there. They're just getting shot through the smokes. Ted taking out Box, taking revenge on his own teammates. And Box getting third party by other teams. Now Box down to one member, two of their members knocked. Looks like 8-Bit is making the push towards Box. We're gonna have to see if 8-Bit is able to survive in this. 8-Bit pushing up on Loki. Loki getting taken out. Lewis, the last member on the team. It is a 2v1 situation, but they are third party. Looks like Ted is taken out. Got knocked by a third party member. And instead of trying to finish the Box team right here, Lewis, Avi's trying to save his teammate Ted. And I think Lewis might be healing up. Now it's a 1v2 situation between Box and 8-Bit. Everybody's going to be taking it slow while the fights are erupting all around the teams here. Looks like Team 5 has this mountain area, and the zone is still shrunk on them. And Team 5 is trying to take shots on Team 6, which is Box. Never Die taking out Vila did? I think that's how you say his name. And we're going to have to see what happens here. 8-Bit getting third-partied by Box, and then Box taken out by Team 5 on the hill there. And now, the entire little situation that was just happening over there, the third party from Team 5, which they still have 4 members on their team. They're looking really good. It looks like Team 5, I think it might be a 3-team scenario. Team 11, Team 5 fighting each other right now. We're going to have to see what happens if the spectator changes. It's like the spectator is changing. There are 7 people alive. This is Team 11 versus Team 5 now. We're going to see who wins this fight. They're chucking mollies at each other. Never Die taking out Nero. I think that was a Groza. Never Die taking shots. Killing Moon. Now he's making the push. And the rest of his teammates are here to help. Ooh, Never Die getting taken out by Sarah with the Uzi. One of the best close range guns in the game. Sarah taking shots, but now the match has ended. And our victors. That was a really close game. Pox, Tongue, LBN, and Never Die. With 8 kills. Second place, Vildid. That's the name of the team. ETG, Box in 4th place. 8-Bit in 5th place. Evil in 6th place. Enjoin in 7th place. Team 8. Alright, I don't know what team that was, but Rascal Randy in 8th place. Pain in 9th place. Oh, Team 3. Team 3 with only 2 members on the team in 10th place. Scope in 11th place. It's all about the placing in the tournament. Or I guess in the event. I think it's Jackie and Stinger in 12th place. Soul in 13th place and WC in 14th place. So that was the first match of 3. There are still 2 matches to come. It's definitely going to be really good. I know that there are a lot of good teams that were taken out early on, and we're going to have to see what happens if these good teams can make their way to the top placements, because, you know, sometimes they could get these unlucky situations where they're taken out early on in the game. For example, 8-Bit probably could have gotten further into the game, but 8-Bit was taken out by Box at the last second. And then once Box took out 2 of those 8-Bit members, then Box, one of the teammates from Box, was taken out by the team that was up on the hill, which ended up being the team that ended up winning. Poxbox, Tiyoung, LBN, and Never Die. I'm probably the worst at pronouncing these names. So yeah, that was a great game. On Vikendi, it's super awesome seeing custom games on Vikendi. They just released custom games in the last patch on Vikendi. Previously, it wasn't allowed to make custom games. You were only allowed to play custom games on Sanhok, Erangel, and Miramar, but now you're able to play custom games on Vikendi. So everybody's able to play on Vikendi with your friends or in tournaments like these. But it's definitely really awesome seeing people wearing all the same outfits fighting each other. And seeing, you know, people with the Shadow versus Force playstyle. Seeing if people like camping, like slowly creeping up on the zone, or if people like pushing towards the enemy. And you saw a lot of Force gameplay because people like pushing the enemies. Alright, everybody, and we are back to the Shadow vs. Force All-Star Southeast Asia event. I am your host for game number 2, the same host from the last game and for the next game, Metalcore. How's it going, everybody? The event has been pretty epic so far. So far, we got 60 people in the game. Each team wearing either the red outfit, which is the Shadow outfit, or the black outfit, which is the Force outfit. This event has some of the top players and top streamers and video content creators in Southeast Asia. And if you guys want to know the rules, for those of you who are just joining in, it is still Battle Royale. So if you are wearing the same outfit, you still fight the same players. So if they're wearing the Shadow outfit and you're wearing the Shadow outfit, you can still fight them. The map is going to be Vikendi, and there's going to be 3 matches in total. This is the second match of 3. What the heck? Everybody's trying to do the car strat. They're trying to run over ETG. It looks like Team 11 and Team 13 trying to do the car strat. Team 13 might get some weapons here. Everybody trying to do the car strat. If you guys don't know what the car strat is, it's when you drop in towards a car so you can drive away from where the plane path is. And then you go loot up in a very secluded area of the map. ETG was doing work last game. We're gonna have to see how they do this game. Now they're looting up in a small compound. The good thing about Vikendi on this map is there are tons of compounds. So like I was saying before, no matter if the teams are wearing the same outfits, so if the team that Team 5 here might be fighting against is wearing a similar outfit, it's okay, they can still fight them. It's Battle Royale, everybody's fighting each other, so last squad wins. The point system is based on your placement and not the amount of kills you get. It's not the norm in terms of the point system that we normally see in esports and stuff like that, but this is just like a fun event for streamers and players to play and have fun in. The regions in this event, just recapping what we talked about last stream, or last match. There's India, Vietnam, Thailand, Indonesia, and Hong Kong. So let me know in the stream chat which region you guys are rooting for and which team you guys are rooting for. Looks like all 15 teams are still alive. There's 60 people still alive. But it looks like Scope is getting into a fight with Team 3, so we're going to have to see what happens here. Scope wiping Kisyam. But looks like they traded. Now it's a 2 down on the Scope team. We're gonna have to see what happens here. They did thirst one of the teammates there, taking them out. I think it is a 3v4 situation if they are able to pick up their teammates. Shots are going off. Scope is getting taken out by I-Core. We can't hear their voice chat. It's pretty intense here. Looks like Scope is trying to go in the move. It's a 3v2 situation. Ooh, looks like Box actually rolled up onto Scope. Now they're getting third-partied. Scope might be getting taken out, and I think Scope just got taken out by Box with that third party. Box getting third-partied. We have to see what happens here, though.
Itu di Maya tadi ada SKRL. Nah itu.
Box, it's a 4v3 situation. Box looting up from Scope. And now they know that there's a team in front of them. Box taking shots and landing them on I-Core. This might be the time where Box can push. Box taken out, and now it's a 1v4 situation. Will not be able to take them out. With the Uzi. Ooh, he was peeking that corner, but not peeking it good enough. Box wiping out 2 squads. Looks like 8-Bit is also getting into some fights. 8-Bit Ted taking out WC. Looks like Soul and 8-Bit are both up. Still, Box taking out 2 teams. 48 people alive. Early action into the game right off the bat. Ooh, looks like WBC is taken out. Looks like 8-Bit might be surrounding this one last member. Here comes 8-Bit pushing up on this solo member of the squad. See, here they go. Pushing into the room. He's hiding in the corner. Ted! Oh my gosh. It was absolute destruction by 8-Bit there. Every single one of those team members just rolling up on the squad. Now it looks like we're rolling it up. Sorry about that. Roll up into Team 12. They were the winners of the last game. Now it's going to be Evil versus Never Die. Pox, LBN, and Tongue. Is it Tongue? I think it's Tongue. IST. We're going to see how this battle goes. It's going to be Evil versus... Team Evil versus Team 5 here. They are chucking mollies in the buildings. The crazy thing is about Vikendi. We've got close quarter combat. You guys saw last game it was kind of long range combat, medium range combat, but now we're in the cities. It's going to be close quarter combat. I'm not sure if Never Die is going to be able to get the heals off. It looks like he might not even have heals right now. We're going to have to see what Never Die ends up doing. That's a really cool backpack he's got on there. I don't know what backpack it is, but that's a really cool backpack. Looks like it is a standoff between the two teams here. No one is making moves yet. Team 5 might be rotating far away, but Evil is chilling in this building. They might be low on loot because this is still early game. But once you start wiping out squads, then you have a chance to get more loot from these squads that you wiped out. Seems to be like a stalemate, but it looks like Team 5 is rotating far right. Ooh, nice snipe from Evil. From Uni. Pox lasering. This might be the time where they're going to start pushing. Ooh. A Molly was able to take out one of the teammates. Here comes the push from Team 5. They were the winners from the last game. Evil taking out Tongue. I think it is a 1v3 situation now. Ooh, Evil now taking out Pox. Uni taking out Pox. Ooh, Pox. Or no, Never Die taking out Uni. They might try to thirst. Rabbit is protecting his teammate. 3 down for Evil. Now they're pushing. Now they're making the push. Here comes the push from Never Die. Never Die taking shots at Evil. LVN finishing up. Team Evil. Team Evil taken out of the game very early on. Looks like the circle is nearly the same as the circle it was last game. Bottom left side of the circle this time around. Another circle where it has less snow and more dirty type area, I guess you could call it. Ooh, looks like Pain is now rolling up after Team 5 just finished the fight. They probably saw the shots and they decided to go push up. So it looks like Hyperkid, Critical, Cold Blood, and Fix all pushing up. They're getting their heals ready. And Team 5 is just slowly healing up after that battle. They really took a big hit. But I'm sure that they know that there is another team near them because there was a grenade tossed. So now Team 14 versus Team 5. Team Pain. Team 5 is spread out just a little bit. I think they are trying to find meds. That's probably what they're trying to find. Yeah, it looks like LBN has 3 kills but no meds. A damaged helmet and a level 1 vest. Now we're moving over to a crate. We'll have to see. I think this is near Dino Park. It's got an AUG. A lot of people do like using AUGs. The extended mag. I think Pain is taking it slow here. Looks like Box is taking out some teams. Oh, I think Box Loki just wiped some... I think Box Loki just wiped an entire squad by himself. Oh no, looks like G was able to help him out, unless that was a finish. But now it looks like Team 5 is getting full heals. Rotating around, getting the full heals that they need. I think they might be fat fingering, meaning when you're holding your phone, you accidentally shoot. So I think they might be accidentally shooting, and Pain might know where those shots are coming from. And they're going to be pushing up on their team shortly here. They are trying to get as much loot as they can because it is early game, so they don't have that much loot. And they got into an early fight, so it didn't give Team 5 enough time to loot. Of the teams that are left, chat, what do you guys think? Who do you guys think are going to take it? Someone says Uzi is the best machine gun in the chat. I think the Uzi is a great machine gun. It has the highest rate of fire, but it all depends on utility as well. The UMP is a very, very versatile gun. You can use it as long range, medium range, but the Uzi is kind of like a medium range, close range gun. It destroys in close range. It has an amazing, amazing rate of fire. I'm pretty sure it's the highest rate of fire gun in the game. I think Pain is still looking out for Team 5. They know that Team 5's around, but they're taking it slow because I think they are still in the circle. They're still in the zone, so they can take it slow. Look at this town. Look at this beautiful town here. Look how close quarter combat it's going to be. Looks like 8-Bit is actually outside of the zone right now. I'm not sure what they are doing. I'm not sure if they disconnected. Looks like Villoid, Sarah, Nero taking the loot from the airdrop. I think Pain is trying to figure out where this enemy team is, if they're on the roof or not. He's got the AK with the red dot. Looks like now Team 14 is... Oh, look, yeah, Team Pain might think that they're up there. Snipes being shot out. Here it comes, critical. Taking out LBN. But it wasn't without a lot of damage being taken by Fix. Let's see if they're going to thirst that person. But it looks like Team 5 might be trying to save their teammate here. Never Die on the roof. Never Die taking some good shots on Fix, but Never Die with that 1 HP. Ooh, this is a good maneuver and push from Team 5. It looks like they are wiping out Team 14. And Team 14, the two other teammates might be pushing up to try to help their team. They are trying to heal up their team. It's Hyper Kid making the push. They're chucking a smoke to help their team. Team 14 Hyper Kid is now coming, pushing to try to save their teammates. One of their teammates are bleeding out right now. I think they're going to be taking it slow. Yeah, they are finishing off their teammates. Now it's a 2v4 situation. Let's see what Hyper Kid does. It's Hyper Kid and Code Blood. They might be falling back. They might be falling back. These close quarter encounters can be so dangerous if you don't know how to play within these cities. We're going to see what Hyper Kid does. Hyper Kid could destroy the vehicle's tires to make it hard for these people to maneuver. For Team 5 to get out of there. I think they might be rotating backwards and trying to get out of this situation and just trying to survive. Because it's not about kills, it's all about the placement you get. Yeah, it looks like Team 14 is trying to rotate out, but they have to rotate towards the zone. We've got some people at Castle. Now 8-Bit finally making their way into the zone with 2 vehicles. Their entire team has 4 kills right now. We're gonna have to see if 8-Bit ends up fighting against Mortal, if Mortal is still up. Soul and his team. Soul, Mortal, and his team. Because like I said, I'm pretty sure they're friends, they're buddies. We're gonna have to see what happens. To start lasering each other. Who's the victor there? They're trying to met up. Ooh, looks like Soul is right around the corner of 8-Bit. So, we might be seeing Team 8-Bit versus Team Soul here in a moment. Soul in the bombing zone right now. They probably are just waiting till the bombing zone is out. We're gonna have to see what happens here. Looks like some shots are being taken off. The bombing zone is done where Soul and 8-Bit are. We're gonna have to see where we go next. Yep, I think 8-Bit and Soul might be getting into a fight here. They might know. where the other team is. We're gonna have to see if 8-Bit is gonna make the push, or is he gonna try to push towards the zone. Here goes 8-Bit. I think they are pushing towards the zone. The best thing to do in situations like these when you're outside of the zone is either push to a compound that hasn't been taken yet, which could be perfect here, right inside of the zone. Everybody is going to be slowly making their way to the zone. Like Team Box here. Interesting strategy, though. It looks like they're going 2 people in this vehicle. Ooh, an AWM on this drop. They had multiple vehicles right there. Very interesting strategy. It's been like snowing on and off where I live right now, which is perfect. Perfect for the map we're playing on Vikendi. If I had my webcam on, I'd show you guys the snow. I think there's still snow on the ground. Yeah, there's still snow on the ground. I've never seen snow in my life until this season, actually. At least snowfall. So Vikendi is a treat. It's really cool, though. There are 4 maps. It looks like Lewis just got destroyed by his own teammate. There are 4 maps in PUBG Mobile. They've got a snow map, which is Vikendi. They've got a tropical map, which is Sandhawk. They've got a sandy map, which is Miramar, and they've got their OG map, which is Erangel. Oh, it looks like Veloid did some work here and took out a squad, so now they're taking the loot. I think it's pretty crazy the fact that 8-Bit and Soul were so close to each other. That's another thing that happens mid-game is the zones. Since they're so big, teams can be close to each other, but they don't really want to fight. But when they're forced to fight, that's what happens. They end up getting forced to fight. But it looks like 8-Bit and Soul are really close to each other again because they both push compounds. We're going to have to see what happens here. Ooh, looks like 8-Bit is pushing up on this compound. I think 8-Bit knows that Mortal's there. Burns taken out by Mortal, but Mortal taken out by Ted. Here comes the battle of 2 teams that know each other, who looks like 8-Bit is trying to go for the thirst on Mortal. Soul might be trying to help their teammate, the grenade, being tossed down. It looks like Elias, not the best at pronouncing names. We're going to have to see. He's trying to pick up his teammate Mortal here. 8-Bit making the push, and looks like Avi is taking precautions, smoking to pick up Burns. So once they pick up Mortal, it's going to be a 4v3 situation until they pick up Burns. Here comes the grenade into the building. This might do some damage on Mortal. 8-Bit now making the push. Avi making the push to Burns. The rest of 8-Bit isn't as pushed up and as secure as Soul here is. Soul has the big advantage here over 8-Bit. Because they've got the cover, and 8-Bit is far pushed apart from each other. You can see that Ted is really far away from his team. But he might be sniping and getting that long-range distance. Viper here, peeking over on Ted, knowing that Ted's behind that rock. But they are trying to chuck smoke to smoke their way. It looks like 8-Bit is going to be making the push towards Soul and getting into that close-quarter combat here. Mortal with the M16, Viper with the Scar. We're going to have to see if Soul is ready for this close quarter combat that 8-Bit is now going to be doing. Or 8-Bit might be smoking their way to try to get out of this fight. Yeah, it looks like 8-Bit might be smoking their way to get out of this fight. They could be trying to push up on Soul. Soul taking shots that we can't see because the map is in the way. Soul might try to push 8-Bit. They might get a little greedy, might try to go after those kills. Now we're switching over to Never Die. And his team in a crazy fight right now. It looks like actually Team 5 ended up winning this and might be trying to take out Team 10 with that one member on the team left. Poxpox, Never Die, LBM, and IST was in a crazy little battle there for a moment. But they ended up taking the victory. And it looks like the last member of that team was able to get out of there. But now Poxpox, Team 13 is rolling up. ETG! ETG getting lasered. Poxpox lasering. Who never died, was actually able to get that kill from Poxpox. Torpedo getting shot at. Now they're trying to blow up their car. Here comes the push from Team 5. Big Papa might be trying to help his teammate right there. Here comes the push from Team 5. They know that it's a 4v3 situation. And there actually is Team 12 behind them. Poxpox, close quarter combat. But never died, saving his teammate. And there goes the thirst for that team. But Team 12 is just around the corner. And I think the rest... Did you hear that? The pan was shot at. So some of those shots didn't connect. So it seems like some of that team that they were just fighting were able to push out of there. Yeah, ETG, Mad Dog and Torpedo trying to escape that fight and still get into the zone. This is going to be a crazy zone now that the circle is different from the last circle. Ooh, ETG trying to find a compound that he can get safe at, but he might be shot at from Team 4 here that's already at this compound. Oh, Box is just around the corner. Soul taking out Box, and looks like ETG Torpedo was taken out. Now it's a Soul versus Box fight. Who's going to win it? They might have been going after that drop. Soul, full health, full squad. They might be trying to push Box right now. Looks like Ronak. Oh, we're going into the action. Veloid Sarah with that Uzi getting knocked down, but taking out one of the members she was fighting. Nero healing up. Now making the push with the Scar. Thirsting someone. Trying to get the thirst. Here goes the shots. Squad wipe for Veloid. And they're smoking up their teammate Sarah to try to help her. That was a really good fight there. We're catching these fights just at the back end of it. Veloid, 2 of the members taken out, but they were able to finish up the squad that they were fighting. And in the end, do really well and pick up both of their teammates so that it is a 4-man situation for their team rather than 2 of their teammates down, and it's a 2-man situation for their team. Soul was in a fight with Box. I'm not sure what happened there. But yeah, Veloid will be healing up and slowly medding up so that they're ready for the next fight. The smaller the circle goes, the more and more intense the fights become. ETG taking on the fight to Soul, and Soul wiping out ETG. Looks like Veloid and Soul are very close to each other. They probably saw the shots and heard the shots. I think Veloid and Soul are going to be getting into a fight here because Soul wants to get into the best compound they can. We're going to see if we can get on this action. I am not spectating it, so I'm not the one who's able to see this. Looks like Viper here, hiding in the bushes, knowing that Veloid is very close. Yeah, Soul wants this compound, and Soul's going to push to try to take this compound from Veloid. Or they might know that people are at this compound, and they might be pushing away to get away from this compound. We'll have to see what happens here. Veloid might be taking shots at Soul. And 8-Bit just around the corner from these guys. Yeah, it looks like Soul is trying to get out of this situation and try to find a compound that is not taken. Ooh, but looks like Box is hiding at this area where Soul... Oh, yeah, it looks like Soul's trying to get out of this. They're in a bad situation. They either have to push a compound to get out of here. They have to push one of these teams. I think they might be trying to push. Yeah, Box is taking some good shots over at Soul, trying to lower there. Oh, yeah, now Soul is taking on the fights. At Veloid. If we could please watch the fight. Soul's just trying to find a safe compound. Oh, So Mortal taken out. Yeah, they are getting multiple teams on them and getting wiped from every angle. Viper, one of the last members on his teams, he's trying to survive here. Let's see if he can solo squad it here. There are teams all around Soul. Looks like Viper is getting shot from behind. They're smoking to try to use as much cover as they can. There are teams everywhere. 8-Bit and Soul so close to each other. They are trying to push towards cover. Mortal and Oasis out of the match. But that doesn't mean Soul's out of the match. Viper and Ronak still in the match. Ooh, now Never Die and Veloid are taking shots at each other. Veloid now in a fight. 3 people out from Veloid. But now here comes the push from Never Die and his team. And looks like Veloid was taking out the team that was going to be trouble for Soul. But Soul is very, very, very close to other teams. All the teams are going to be rotating in on this area. 8-Bit closing in on Soul and Box. And all these other teams. We're going to have to see what happens. See if Soul survives. 8-Bit pushing up on Team 5 right now, knowing that there were shots in the area just before. We're going to have to see if Team 5 can get the surprise attack on 8-Bit, or if 8-Bit can take out Ted with 3 kills, doing really good in the game so far. Let's see what happens here. Team 5 still needs to heal up, but now he's got a full heal out. It's a squad of 4 versus a squad of 4. Yeah, here comes the shots out. Soul Viper taking out Enjoin. One of Enjoin's members. Yeah, Soul is surrounded, but they are still in the circle. There are people over up on the ridge, up on the hill. It looks like Never Die and his team are trying to figure out where this team is, just across from them. Ooh, looks like the circle is going up on the hill, which is not helping the teams that are down here. So these teams that are down in that little sanctuary, they have to start pushing up towards the hill. But these 2 teams, Team 4 and Box, are going to have to fight for control over the hill here, while also getting shot at from the teams over here. Here comes a grenade. Grenade's being tossed at Team 4. But Team 4 was able to get up. Ooh, Never Die taking out 8-Bit. Here comes Team 5 versus 8-Bit. Box. Let's see what happens here. Looks like Box is trying to rotate over on Team 4. And Box might take out Team 4 here. 2 of the Soul members still alive. Ooh, there's like 1 guy left on this team, which is Ace. 1 guy left on Team 4 who was just getting pushed up on Box, laying down in the grass, trying to make his way still in the zone. Ooh, looks like LBN taking out one of the Soul members. 8-Bit Burns being taken out by LBN as well. LBN just taking out members left and right on both of the Indian teams. The zone is getting super, super small. And these teams are going to have to push their way and fight their way. Here comes the fight. Poxbox taking out both of the Soul members. The entire team of Soul is now out. 8-Bit rotating far left into the zone now. Now we're down to our final few teams here. There are only 2 members left of 8-Bit. I think they might be going with the strategy where they're going to be blowing up their cars and using it as cover, but we're going to have to see what they use here. Box just around the corner here. Here comes 8-Bit Ted versus Box. Loki and his team. Here comes shots out from 8-Bit. Here comes Box. Getting shot! Now it's up to Ted on 8-Bit's team. Will Box be able to take out 8-Bit? Looks like Lewis is super close. 8-Bit. Ted chucking a grenade over towards Lewis. Will that get a good hit on Lewis? Wasn't able to get a hit, but looks like Avi is slowly trying to make his way back to his teammate. But will Box allow that to happen? Will Box push while they are doing this? We'll have to see. He's chucking 2 smokes just to be safe. We'll have to see if Box pushes or if Box doesn't push. But looks like Team 5 is rotating up towards Team 6 right now. So Box is going to have to be careful here, because there's only 2 members left on Box and 2 members left on 8-Bit. And Team 5 has a full squad. I'm pretty sure Team 5 was the team that won last game. So Lewis is definitely playing it very, very safe here. Here comes the shots out from the rotation back from Pox and his team. Now one of Box's members has been thirsted from Poxbox's his team. Oh, Lewis sees the 2 8-Bit members. Ooh, this might be bad for Lewis. I hear footsteps right behind Box. There are 8 people alive. Molly going out on Lewis. Ooh, 8-Bit getting shot up from Team 5. And 8-Bit taken out from Team 5. They are just destroying teams left and right. Box Lewis getting some good shots out on Pon Pon, and his teammate IST almost thirsted and is about to be thirsted. Lewis getting some nice shots in. It looks like Lewis was taken out by Pox. There's 4 people alive. Pox and his team. Will he try to res his teammate? I think it's a 3v1 situation right now. It's Ace, one of the team members that slowly was surviving, and he survived to the 2nd place position. It's a 3v1 situation. Will Darkstar make his way for the victory? I think they know where he's at. LBN making the push on Darkstar. Darkstar looks like he accidentally went into the vehicle, trying to go back towards cover, but he's outside of the zone, and Darkstar taken out by LBN. I think they just won twice in a row. Pox, LBN, Never Die, IST with the victory. Right behind them, all because of Darkstar, 2nd place. Wow, they actually destroyed that game. 7 kills, 5 kills, 8 kills, 6 kills with Never Die. Soul getting into 5th place because they're 2 members. Box getting into 3rd place. I think 8-Bit got into 4th place. ETG in 8th place. Rascal Laura and GG and Rendy Emperor, 9th place. Payne in 10th place. 11th place goes to, what is that? Hungy Game, Singor. Jackie Kwan and Janif. 12th place was down to Evil. 13th place was WPBC. 14th place goes to Nata Icor, Fiki, and Hisyam. And 15th place, last place was in Scope. Scope got into a bad situation there. I think this is the same team that won last game. With 26 total kills, I'm pretty sure. That is absolutely insane. We should have just spectated them the entire time. They were just going ham the entire game. But there was some crazy action. Teams that weren't able to make it into the top rankings were now able to make it into the top rankings. So I think we are just recording the results of what this game was in terms of the statistics of the teams. Remember, this isn't based on the amount of kills you get. It's based on the placement you get. This was the 2nd match. There is 1 more match left in the Shadow vs. Force All-Star Southeast Asia event. I have been your host and been your commentator, Metalcore. I hope you guys are enjoying the games so far. Shout out to everybody behind the scenes as well. The spectators and everybody making sure that the teams go in. But enjoy while we set up. All right, everybody, we are back to the third game of Shadow vs. Force All-Star Southeast Asia event. We've seen some epic games so far. Let's see what happens in Game 3, the final match for today. I am today's host for all the matches, Metalcore. Hope you guys have been enjoying the commentary. Sorry if the commentary is not as energetic as normal. For those of you who know, sometimes I have a lot of energy. Super sick this morning. Feeling a lot better now. So I'm trying my best to give as much energy as I can for the commentary. But we've had some sick games. We'll have to see if the circle, the zone itself, is different than the last two games. The last two games, the zone has been at the bottom left. Looks like there's a lot of teams going to Dobro Mesto. If you guys did not know, Dobro Mesto literally means good spot, or like, basically it's a good loot spot. So we're gonna have to see what happens here. We got Team Scope rolling up, as well as Team Pain. There are teams, I think there are 3 or 4 teams already fighting. Evil fighting Pain right now. Pain critical with a pistol in his hand. See if he can do work with that pistol. Here comes Evil making the push. It's gonna be Team Evil. Ooh, making the push. He is doing work with the pistol. Here comes Ern with the Vector in his hand. Knocking down critical. Now it is a 2v4 situation. Will Evil wipe out Pain almost instantaneously to the match? Now Pain taking out Rabbit. Rabbit being taken out by Ern. No, sorry, Ern taking out critical. And Uni taking out Hyperkid. It looks like Team 5 is really close over on Team 10. And this is Villa. Pretty sure that's what it is. Villa? We'll have to see what happens here. It looks like one of their teammates is already down. And Team 10 might be making the push towards Team 15. Or Team 15 might try to bail out here. I think Evil just finished off Pain. Ooh, Pain actually doing work against Evil and finishing one of Evil's teammates, getting that thirst on them. Ooh, Cold Blood is literally probably the last Pain team member with that 1 HP. Here comes a push. Oh, there's actually more than 1 Pain members. Evil wiping out. I think there's literally 1 Pain member left on the team. If you guys want to know some background information of this event, there are 5 regions part of this event: India, Vietnam, Thailand, Indonesia, and Hong Kong. 16 total teams. Let me know in the comments and in the live stream what your guys' team you guys are rooting for, what region you guys are rooting for. The game rules, it's the same. It's Battle Royale. Everybody fights, no matter if you're wearing the same team, the same outfits. So the outfits, in terms of what they're wearing, all teammates and all members of the game are wearing either the red outfit, which is the Shadow outfit, or the Force outfit, which is this outfit. Here comes Never Die, pushing up on Team 12. This was the team that has won 2 games in a row, I'm pretty sure. Here comes Team 12 with the push. Uzi taken out. You guys can see how destructive the Uzi is. There is literally 1 member left of Team 12, and he's been taken out. And I think that was another squad wipe for Never Die in his squad. Amazing. Back at the stats, basically, the matches consist of the amount of points you get. Those points are based on wins and not kills. Like normally, you get some extra points for kills in other events, but in this event, it's just based on how high your ranking is. So if there's 1 teammate and he survives all the way up to 2nd place, that's okay. You guys get 2nd place. You guys get the points worth of that. The map is Vikendi, of course, one of the brand new maps of the game. Like I said earlier, it's snowing outside where I live. Perfect for this commentary, perfect for this map. It's very nice and cozy to just commentate and watch the snow map Vikendi while it's also snowing outside. It's kind of perfect. I'm sure they're either switching cars for gas regions or they're switching cars for, yeah, probably for gas region. 3 people left on Team 15. Remember, Team Red, or I guess the teams that are wearing the red outfits, they could be, I'm not sure if it's based on this, but the whole point of it is the red outfits are Shadow, so it's kind of like stealthy, taking your time, being slow. Ooh, looks like Scope is getting into a fight with Box here. Can't even finish my sentence because there is so much action. And now Scope is trying to smoke their way out so they can survive here. Box lasering Scope's members. And here comes Box with the push onto Scope and their team members. 2 Box members, Loki and their teammates pushing up on Scope. Here comes the grenade toss. Lewis taking some shots over on Scope. Scope's in a very, very bad situation here. Grenades getting tossed off. Here comes Lewis pushing in on Team Scope. 8 times taken out. 3 times being taken out. 1 more member of Scope. Here comes the push from Lewis. They're just shooting as much as they can. And here goes the squad wipe. Box taking out Scope. And it looks like Soul is in a fight right now as well. It looks like there's multiple fights going on all around the map. Box squad wiping Scope. And Soul fighting WBC. And I think Soul just wiped WBC. Yeah, Soul wiped WBC? WBC. Soul wiped them. Did work against them. And did some amazing damage. None of their teammates on Soul have been taken out. They were able to squad wipe. And it looks like Team 12 here, all by himself. He was out. Oh, actually, it wasn't a squad wipe. PPZ999. He was able to survive. So Soul wasn't able to completely squad wipe that team. Looks like the zone is similar to the last zone like last time. It might be a little bit different. It might be a little bit shorter down on the ocean side. But these zones have been so similar every time. If not these similar zones every time. Soul might be trying to hunt down that last team member that they just finished. They might be trying to hunt down the last team of the last member of the team that they just wiped. They only have 1 member left. We're now over spectating 8-bit. A lot of teams now using the time that they have to loot up, get the proper guns that they want. Burns here's got a SCAR and an AK, it seems. Level 2 helmet, level 2 backpack, level 1 vest. He probably wants to upgrade his vest to make use of what he's got. He's got a 4-time scope on that SCAR. Ooh, looks like Box Lewis just took fall damage and died to a fall. I don't know if he's down or if he actually died. We'll have to see about that one. But yeah, a lot of teams mid-game will be using the advantage of not being into fights. I think he's showing one of his teammates, hey, I've got an M16 here. You guys want to pick it up? And they're all using the time they have right now, early game. Well, looks like Pain fixed the last team member of Pain. Rolling up on 8-bit here. But yeah, people like using the early game to not really get into fights, but to loot up. That's what they want to do, is they want to loot up early game. Mid-game, people start getting a little bit more fights. When you fight these players, the other teams, those fights end up happening. The squads are wiped, and then the squad that wiped that squad takes all the loot and has a better advantage against other people. Looks like Veloid is very, very far from the zone, but they do have vehicles, and they are going to be pushing up to the zone right now. I think Payne is trying to figure out where the enemy teams are. He's trying to play it very slow, very safe. He might not know that 8-bit is just right around the corner. I think Veloid's the team that uses the strategy with multiple cars. But they are very kitted out. Look at Sarah. Level 3 backpack, level 3 vest. She's got a full heal, 3 med kits, 4 painkillers, 2 energy drinks. I think this player is ready to go. It looks like Enjoin actually is getting fought by Box right now. Now it's a Box versus Team Enjoin. Box taking out Enjoin Poom. Here comes the fight. Yas getting the heal. Joy taking out one of the Box members and Thirsting G from Box. There are still 4 members still up. Poom might be slowly bleeding out though. I think there's 1 member alive on Box. So Box rolled up on Enjoin here. And Enjoin... Oh no, there's 2 members up on Box. Look how close this combat is. Box Lewis was able to get the heal out. Joy right next to Box Lewis. Lewis jump shotting Joy. Taking out Joy with a jump shot. Now it's a 2v3 situation. Looks like he's Elkun trying to heal up his teammate right now. Loki taking shots and taking out Yas. But there is a hard rotation by None. Squad wiping Box with that rotation. Was that a squad wipe? I think that was a squad wipe. Or maybe Box was able to survive that. I do not know what happened there. That was absolutely madness. There was a hard rotation from one of those end joint teammates. And now there's only 2 people alive left on box. But they came out victors of that battle. In box, one of their teammates jump-shotting. Ooh, looks like PPZ. Very close to 8-bit. Being very sneaky. And ETG also taking some shots. I think there is, they might be third-partied, or there might be 4 teams here. Team 5, I see Team 1 really close to ETG here, and Team 15. Yeah, there's a lot of people here. Stinger getting some good shots here at Evil. Look how sick that outfit looks. That outfit looks really sick. If you get a good setup with the helmet and the backpack, these red outfits look really good. ETG Big Papa, knowing that Evil's right around the corner, but they also are getting third party, maybe even fourth party by other teams. The Spectator going crazy with the zoom, and now we are checking out a random drop out in the ocean with the Groza. All right, we're back into the action. Here we go. ETG Papa, Mad Dog, Stinger and their team now getting third party by Team 11. Stinger's got to be careful. There's only 3 people on Team 11. Evil now getting the fight with ETG. We'll have to see if Evil pushes ETG. They're very close range combat here. Umami with a Thompson, since he's not going to use his M16 in this close range combat. Umami lasering K18. There is action going on all 360-degree angles of these guys, and it's insane with an airdrop landing right in between all of them. Rabbit taking out K18. ETG, this might be the end of ETG. Uni's taking painkillers, trying to heal up as fast as they can. They might try to escape. And we're looking at another... Oh, that's the airdrop. This isn't a random airdrop. This is the airdrop. Oh my god, dude. There's teams rotating in on them. Team 15. I think there are 4 or 5 teams in right now, all pushing each other. Mad Dog trying to get out of here, not knowing that Team 5 and Team 15 are pushing up on them. Mad Dog might be screwed here. Him and his teammate might be screwed. He doesn't know that there is someone hard rotating towards him. Janif getting shot at by someone else. ETG playing it very safe. Big Papa is taken down. Team 5. I'm pretty sure that's the team that won last game. LBN taking out Janif, who was trying to push up on Team ETG. ETG taking out Stinger. Trying to get some final kills. Stinger trying to rotate back towards his teammate. Shots going out every angle possible. Mad Dog listening in to the action, trying to figure out where the people are. Smokes all around. I think there are 4 teams here. Everybody's trying to play slow now. Team 15, Mad Dog, Torpedo. It's a 3v2 situation for the 2 teams that are fighting right in front of each other right here. Now LBN taking out ETG Big Papa and lasering Torpedo. I guess they did not know that this team was rotating or coming in from behind. And now ETG might be taking out. Evil also getting into the action, taking out LBN. Now the LBN's taking it slow, healing up their teammates. Tiang shooting at Evil. I'm pretty sure every team here knows that there's not just 1 or 2 teams that they're fighting. There's 3 teams. I guess there's 4 total teams in this little compound. This is why custom games and events like this are so sick. Look at everybody. Look at this action. Here comes the hard rotate from ETG Mad Dog. Mad Dog getting lasered by Evil. I think Mad Dog did not know that there was another team right behind him. He was trying to get that rotate in, but he wasn't able to get it in. Evil taking out Mad Dog. Now Evil taking out Torpedo. Big Papa getting taken out by Evil. Evil taking out the entire team of ETG. Now there's 1 less team. Looks like there is a team rotating in onto here with a vehicle box with 2 of their members trying to check out this situation. Trying to wonder, why is there so much gunshots happening here? Another team wiped out from Team 5. Pox and his team going hard. And now pushing in. There are 3 members left on their team. On Team Evil. That Pox and Ice-T have to fight. I think there are 3 members left on their team as well on Team 5. So now it's a 1 team versus 1 team situation in the bombing zone. Shots are going out. LBN right behind the airdrop crate. So yeah, it is a 3v3 situation. Here comes the push from Evil. Evil's trying to do a hard rotate. LBN getting some shots, but IST able to take out Rabbit. Here comes the push. Now they know to push because it's a 2v3 situation. They know that they can take on the fight. LBN doing the crazy shots. Getting some good hits on Umami. Umami taken out by LBN. Now there's one evil teammate, remaining. Messed up my words there. Here we go. LBN on the push. Team 5 on the push. Here they go. Will they finish to take out evil? And there is a vehicle just coming out from behind them. Oh, it looks like one of the members, Uni, is just trying to get out of the safe zone. Or he's just trying to get out of that situation. So he was actually able to get out of that terrible situation he was just in, ditching his teammates. And now Poxpox and the rest of his team are finishing up the rest of Evil's team. That was a crazy circumstance, crazy turn of events for all those teams that were there. There was literally 5 teams in one area. It looks like Soul and I guess Soul Mortal and his team and Soul, the team itself, are still up. Box, 2 members of Box are still up. Vildio? I need to remember all these team names. See, I'm not familiar with a lot of the Southeast Asia teams. I'm familiar with some of them. Looks like 8-Bit is still up. But I am familiar with some of these team names, but I'm not familiar with all of them. I'm familiar with a lot of the North America team names because I was part of the North America Star Challenge final, just like how they had a Asia Star Challenge and stuff like that. So I was part of that, and I was able to see a lot of pro players. And that's why I know a lot of these strategies. I see a lot of these players do the strategies of them rotating, them pushing, them thinking, okay, you know what, it's time to push now because they have one less team member. So you see the strategy there when they're doing that. 8-Bit definitely is very geared up here. They're ready for the next fight that they're going to get into. They've actually gotten into 0 fights. They've got 0 kills, but they are in the zone, and the zone is at the top or the bottom left of the screen here. There's only 1 Pain member left. There's a lot of teams that only have 1 member left, but that's okay. Like I said earlier, these teams can have 1 member, and that's all good. If they make it to second place, they get the points for second place. It's not about the kills, it's about the placement. In normal events, it's normally about the kills. If you guys are just tuning in, this is the 3rd match. I'm your host, Metalcore. I'm the one who's been commentating all these matches. This is the Shadow vs. Force All-Star Southeast Asia event. There are players, pros, live streamers, and content creators from all around Southeast Asia. We've got 5 regions: India, Vietnam, Thailand, Indonesia, and Hong Kong. And it's been epic past 2 games, and this is the 3rd game. It's already had some sick moments. If you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure you guys have a thumbs up on the stream, subscribe to the PUBG Mobile channel, and turn on notifications for whenever they do live streams like this. It's very interesting to see how people will be playing, because you can see there are at least 3 solo squads now. PPZ was a solo squad. We just got done checking out another solo squad. They have to take it slow. He doesn't even have a helmet on, I don't think. They have to take it very slow in terms of their movement and how they play, but they can actually get some good placement while being a solo squad. He's got a level 1 vest. He's got some good heals and good weapons. He's got a 416, an M4 in his hand. I think a shotgun as well, which might not work super well now that he's not in the close range combat that he used to be in. Interesting enough, I think one of the Soul members are just whacking their pan across the wall. They know that they're in the safe zone, so they might be a little bit bored since they're not getting tons of action. But they're kind of playing it slow, playing it safe. But yeah, Team Soul is still up. There's 24 people still alive. Ooh, Soul Mortal taking out YTF and lasering him. Icor and their team. Here comes the fight. Mortal getting some shots off with the M24. Owis getting some shots. They're trying to thirst that guy. And they're trying to, also Team 18 is trying to smoke to save the teammate. Now it's a 2v4 situation. It's a very good situation for Soul. I'm not sure what Team 18 is going to do. If 18 is going to push and fight, or if 18 is going to try to just disengage. Because it's a full squad of 4 for Soul Mortal and his team. Or it's just 2 guys on Team 18. We have to see if Team 18 plays the slow game. The thing is, Team 18's outside of the safe zone, so they've got a bad advantage right here. They're going to have to slowly push, and I think they are going to be slowly crawling into the safe zone. Viper, interesting outfit, or interesting setup he had there. He had a VSS. That gun's actually one of the silent guns, where it doesn't show up on the radar. Looks like we're checking out a random crate drop with an M249, if anybody goes after that. Team 5 actually might go after this crate drop, or they might know that Evil's here. They might have saw one of the team, and they might know that this is the last guy on their team, and we're going to try to push them. So they might actually be doing this. Looks like Evil Uni is playing the very slow game. Team 5, very, very close to him. He found one of the most random situations where it's a random house that you could just crouch and lay down in, and his teammates are like, stay there. We're going back into the action here. Viper taking some shots with that VSS. They're trying to finish off Team 18. And Team 18 is just getting destroyed by Soul Mortal with the M249. Taking out Nata. Viper getting some shots on Nata with that VSS. And Mortal finishing off Nata. Looks like there's one member left. They're trying to finish them off. That one member is still outside of the safe zone. Soul has the safe zone. The question is, does iCore, do they have a smoke to smoke their way there? Viper's looking in the general situation, general area that iCore is. Looks like Veloid is, I guess, getting ready for moving to the next zone and trying to find a good compound and trying to figure out if this compound has people in it or not. Going back to the Soul action, we're going to have to see what goes here. I'm not sure who's still alive. Look at this. Box is still alive. Team 5 is still alive. Veloid is still alive. I'm not sure if 8-Bit is still alive. I don't know if I saw them die in the kill feed. And looks like Uni is getting shot at from Team 5. Team 5 with an AUG in his hand. Will Uni be able to take out Team 5 all by themselves? One of the best teams in the game. Ooh, looks like 8-Bit actually is getting into a fight now. But we're in this fight. Evil actually looks like they're taking their car, just bailing out, trying to get to the safe zone. LBN trying to get some easy shots at that car. Mortal finishing up iCore with the M24. Good job, Mortal. Now it's 8-Bit versus Veloid. Here we go, into the action. A 4v4 match. 8-Bit still has 4 members. Same with Veloid. Here comes the fight. The smokes are going out. They're trying to save their own teammate. Ted getting healed up and able to rotate backwards. Ooh, looks like Team 5 is actually going to be pushing up on 8-Bit. 8-Bit might be getting third party here. Burns checking out and trying to figure out, okay, is there anybody near us? Is there any third party about to happen? Because you got to be careful. Third party is bound to happen when you're having these close quarter combat situations where you're so close to each other and the zones are getting super, super small. Veloid now outside of the safe zone. So is 8-Bit. So Veloid's going to have to push towards 8-Bit. And Veloid actually might be just taking a vehicle and getting the heck out of here. They are doing a 2-car strategy. And they're going straight towards the zone. No one's in the zone besides PPZ, a solo squad member. Here goes 8-Bit, taking some shots at Veloid's team. Here they go. Will they take out Veloid? Good shots coming out by Nero. Ted getting shot at. They're hiding right behind that mountain. Now 8-Bit's got to med up and make sure that they are fully healed. They're really close to the zone, but they don't know that there are teams all around them. There are 3 solo squatters left. That's insane. Oh, looks like Veloid is actually trying to hard rotate out of there, which was a smart idea from them while they try to rotate into the next compound. A compound that no one has taken, but Soul and their team might be trying to take this compound soon, because Soul is just really close to them. Soul still might have that compound, though. Ooh, Uni taking out Pain. Pain. Solo squatter, Poxbox and his team. They're a 3-man team, but I think they can do work. Poxbox looking around with his sniper, trying to figure out if there's anybody around him. There's a lot of players using M24s now. Soul and his team definitely got a... Soul's team, I guess you could say. Soul Mortal's team has got to push into the safe zone. Everybody's going to try to push into the safe zone. Box in PPZ They are literally right next to each other, and they do not know. What will PPZ do? I think PPZ is just standing there. Ooh, and someone just shot at PPZ. Veloid taking shots at Box. Box getting Elkun taken out. It looks like Veloid just finished off Team Box. And I'm not sure if they still see PPZ or if they thought PPZ was still on the team. But PPZ able to make it into the final teams here. And now it looks like 8-Bit is slowly rotating towards the zone and finding some cover, any cover. Looks like Veloid definitely has their eyes on 8-Bit, knows where some of the 8-Bit members are. Here we go, the action is starting to kick off because this is the end game. And looks like LBN was able to take out Uni, one of the last teams of Evil. Shots are going to start going off. Shots are going to start going off. It's going to start going crazy. There's a lot of full squads alive. Veloid has a full squad. 8-Bit has a full squad. Here comes 8-Bit with the hard rotation. I think Veloid choking does not want to show their situation, show where they are just yet. Looks like Soul and their team. Soul is going to be pushing slowly forward. Wow, Veloid got the lucky circle. Circle is still on them. Mortal with the sniper. Trying to figure out where to go. What situation to play. There's a lot of full squads left. There are a lot of full squads left. Now LBN getting shot at. I think by Veloid. Veloid taking shots. It looks like Soul is just trying to peek the situation. Figure out what's happening here. 8-Bit Ted taking out Ronak. With the sniper. There's a lot of sniper action. I think Viper's going to be smoking. So Elias can help out Ronak there. Looks like Soul and their team are definitely going to have a really bad situation here. If they're not going to be able to get in the zone. Now it looks like 8-Bit is taking some shots over to Soul. And Mortal with the M24 sniper. Taking out one of 8-Bit's members. Viper. Oh, taking out. Oh my gosh, this is insane. There are multiple teams fighting each other right now. Ted finishing off some kills. 8-Bit shooting some people that are trying to get into the safe zone. Pox and his team taking out the victor of the last couple games, being taken out by 8-Bit. Veloid still has the best situation here. Soul still alive. 8-Bit trying to help their teammates, trying to smoke to get to a better situation. 8-Bit 10 taking out Soul Oasis. Oasis, I mean, not Oasis. It's a 3-man situation for Soul. I think Viper's trying to push to the safe zone right now. This is the only thing they can. I think there are 3 teams left. There might be 4 teams left. Soul is definitely in a very rough situation here. Shots are going off from all angles. 8-Bit and Soul trying to make their way. Looks like 8-Bit was actually taking out Soul. Soul is getting third-partied hardcore. 8-Bit finishing off Viper. Veloid. I think Soul just got finished off. I think Soul just got wiped. And PPZ still alive. A solo squatter. He was solo squatting this entire time. His team died so early on, and he's still in the top teams. I think there are 3 teams left. Team 9, Team 11, Team 7. 8-Bit. Veloid. It could be Veloid or Veldid. We'll have to see. 8-Bit is pushing up on Team 11. I think Team 11 might know where that one solo squad is. Everybody's going to be boosting up. Everybody knows that this is the final circle. At least one of the few final circles. It's going to be smaller and smaller. Team 11 definitely has the best situation here with the amount of cover that they have. It looks like Ted is just trying to... They're just trying to slowly use the cover that they got. They've got to smoke their way to cover. They have to smoke their way and get into that close quarter combat. Will 8-Bit... Right now in the chat, do you guys think Veloid, Team 11, or 8-Bit, Team 7 will win this fight? Or that solo squatter, Team 9? Who's going to win? There's 3 final teams left in the Shadow vs. Force All-Star event. Here comes 8-Bit Ted on the move. Shots being taken out to Sarah, taking out shots to Avi. 8-Bit slowly getting further and further and closer into the zone. Sarah definitely loving that Uzi. The Uzi doing work. Here comes Avi. Getting shot at and taken out by Chokin. Now it's a 3v4 situation. Here comes Ted in on the move. Ted taken out with an Uzi by Chokin. It's a 2v4 situation. 8-Bit getting shot at. 8-Bit in a bad situation. 8-Bit getting squad wiped. Now it's a 4v1 situation. I told you guys. I told you that literally this one guy could get into second place and get all the points for his team. And that does it. I think it might be Vildid. I could have been pronouncing that team wrong the entire time. Veloy, Vildid, Nero, Sarah, Chokin, Moon. Congratulations. You guys got first place. Second place was WBC, all because of PPZ. Third place was 8-Bit. Fourth place was Soul. Fifth place was our winners from last game. Sixth place was Evil. Seventh place was Box. Eighth place was Pain. Ninth place was Natha. Fiki, Hesiam, and Iacor. 10th place was Janif, Singor, Hungy Games, and Jackie Kwan. 11th place with ETG. 12th place, Team Enjoin. And 13th place, Scope. 14th place, Randy Emperor, GG Rascal, Laura, and GG. I think there's 2 GG guys in there. GG's in the chat for everybody. Thank you guys so much for joining this intense past 3 match versus Shadows versus Force All-Star event, Southeast Asia. I have been your commentator. My name is Metalcore. I post videos on both the PUBG Mobile channel and my channel. So you guys ever want to check my channel out, you guys are more than welcome to. Just type in Metalcore PUBG. And that was the Shadow versus Force event, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a really fun time commentating it. Shout out to the people behind the scenes, the people who made the live stream happen, not only myself, but everybody who was working behind the scenes, making sure that the teams were getting into the event, as well as the spectators and the people making the games look super nice. Very, very awesome event. I'm sure that they'll release the winners on Instagram or Twitter or something. They'll make a post talking about the rankings and the points and stuff. But I just got to make sure. I got to make sure that I can either end the stream or not end the stream. So let me just double check with these guys. Very, very good matches. We've had some very, very good matches. Amazing combat from all the players. Some clutch moments, some intense moments, all in Vikendi. Shout out to every region that joined here. India, Vietnam, Thailand, Indonesia, Hong Kong. Shout out to all the teams. And thank you guys for joining me.